Namaskar and welcome to this exciting episode of Sattology, debunking mythology. Sattology means science of truth or study of truth. Opposite of that is mythology, which means science or study of fake lie or imagination. The actual meaning of science is that you actually question the science. So, the people nowadays, science is becoming a new religion of the West because most of them have losing touch with their traditions. They're discovering that whatever texts were given to them are not logically sound. So, now, we have always said science of truth or study of truth. So the more you question the science, it actually makes you a better scientist. So with that, I'll begin. I have a very special guest today, and we are discussing a very, very interesting topic. You will love it. So let us. So welcome, Rajesh ji.
Namaste Aditya ji and namaste to all my learned audience once again. And I'll continue from where I had left last time. We would be talking about a very interesting part of Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, of course. Uh, Starting from where I had left, Ram and Sita are still in Panchvati. And when we were discussing last, I had we were discussing that Lakshmana, on whom Sita was very angry because he initially would not listen to Sita to respond to Rama's cries and didn't go to rescue Rama. So then Lakshmana finally, when she sees that Sita becomes very angry, she is cursing him and she is not in any position to be with him. So he leaves. But when he leaves, ततस्तु सीताम अभिवाद्य लक्ष्मण कृतांजलि किंचिद अभिप्रमण्य च अनवीक्षमाणो बहुस तदा आसाद्य दशग्रीव. So what you see here in the very first figure, which we were discussing last time, that Sita, Lakshmana finally bows to Sita and he wishes well about her and then leaves for Rama. And at that very moment, Ravana, who was in hiding, Tadasadya Dasgriva Chipram Antaram Asthita. Dasgriva means 10-headed Ravana. Chipram Antaram Asthita means Chipram means very quickly. And he was in hiding. So the very moment Lakshmana leaves to meet Rama, Ravana, he comes outside. And in which form he comes? Abhichakram Vaidehim Parivrajak Rupadhrika. He is in the form of a parivrajaka, a mendicant, a saint who moves from here and there, who doesn't stay at a place. Mathilim Jagam Ramasya Samipam Atmavan. So he went towards Mathili, that is Sita. Now, how Valmiki describes Ravana? In the previous figure, you will see that Ravana is, of course, in the guise of a mendicant, a moving mendicant, of course. And but Valmiki describes that is there on the screen. Salakshana kasaya samvit sikhi chhatri upanahi bame chanse vasajyatha sube yastik mandulu. Now this figure F1, which is enlarged into F2, depicting Ravana. So you see, Ravana is in the form of a mendicant. He is holding an chhatri, that is umbrella or parasol. He is wearing khadau, that is wooden chappal you will call, a shoe. And that is the word upanahi. It's very interesting that in our villages still we use the word panahi, which is derived from upanahi. So the tradition continues till date. And in one of the hand he has a dand, which is S2, and kamandalu. Now, what is very important to note that Ravana didn't have the strength to face Sita in his original form. He is cheating her. And we will see in the discussion when we'll describe or we will see some of the slokas from chapter 46 to 47 of the Kiskinda Khan, that Ravana boasts to be a very mighty king. He tells that he's very powerful, but he didn't have the strength to face a lady who is alone in the forest. So परिव्राजक रूपेण वैदेहीम अनुपद्यत अभव्यो भव्य रूपेण भरतारम अनुशोचति. He approaches Sita, who is thinking of her husband. Bharta means husband. Anusochatim. She is thinking about his. She is lost. Just now, few minutes back, Lakshmana has left towards Rama, and she is thinking in what condition Rama would be there, whether Lakshmana would have reached him or not. Towards this kind of Sita, Abhabya, somebody who is not of a good character, Ravana in original, actually, he takes form of a Bhavya, of a Brahmin, a mendicant, Bhavya Rupena. So he takes form of a Bhavya who actually is Abhavya, who is an evil person, but he takes form of a good, presentable person. Sa manmatha saravisto brahma ghosam udirayan. Manmatha saravisto. Manmath is god of love in Indian tradition, which is also known as Kamdev or Manmatha. Shar means his bow. He is stricken by the arrow of the Kamadeva or the Manmatha in actually when he is seeing the Sita. But what he is doing in front of Sita, he is speaking Brahma Ghos, means Vedic and other important and pious words he is speaking. Abravita prasritam, very polite word. Prasritam means in a very polite tone he is doing such. Rahite Rakshasadhipa, though he is Rakshasadhipa, he is king of Rakshasa, demons, but he has taken a form of a Brahmin mendicant. And Sita, who is alone, Rahite, alone in the forest, he approaches her and he speaks mantras. Though he is a Brahmin, now Ravana starts praising Sita. He is not initially, he speaks some mantras from Veda, but then he starts praising her beauty. He describes different body parts. That Katam Kanchan Varnabhi, Kanchan means gold, you are of golden color and you are wearing Peet Kause Vasani, yellow silk dress. Kamala Nam Shubham Mala Padminim Hiviti. You are so beautiful that you are like a lotus pond full of lotus, a pond which is full of lotus, is naturally very beautiful. And then Ravana compares, questions. Hri, Kirti, Si Shubha, Lakshmi, Apsara, Vasubhanani, Bhutiva, Twambararohe, Rativa, Swairacharani. Well, Ravana is very knowledgeable, and in Indian tradition, female deities takes different form. Goddess of fortune, goddess of wealth, goddess of beauty. So he asked, which one are you? And she said, Charu smite, charu dati, charu netre, vilasini, nai devi, na gandharvi, na yakshi, na kinnare. So she is praising Sita and says, Charu smite, charu means beautiful. So your smile is very beautiful. Your teeth are very beautiful. Charudati. Netre means eyes. And your eyes are also very beautiful. I have not seen any goddess, Naiva Devi, no Gandharvi, Naiva Gandharvi, na Yakshi, na Kindari. I have not seen any female in the world who is so beautiful like Naiva Rupam Maya Nari Drisht Purva Mahitale. Mahitale means on the earth, on the whole of this earth. This kind of roop, this kind of beauty, Naiva Rupa, Maya means me, Nari Drishtpurva. I have not seen any female like this. Rupam Agryam Chalokesyu Saukaryam Vayastate. Saukumaryam means youthfulness, and Rupam means, of course, beauty. So I have not seen any woman with such youthful form and tremendous beauty. which is uncomparable with anybody. Ihvasasya kantare chittam unmadayantime. Now he tells about his real intention. Though he's in the guise of a mendicant, he says, "You are so beautiful," and describes all in all detail. "Nobody is like you. But seeing you, my heart, it doesn't remain stable. It creates stillness in this." I mean, what he says is that I am very much attracted towards you. Now Ravana asks that what brings her in the forest. Initially, he describes about her beauty. He says, "Rakshasanam ayam vasu ghoranam kamarupinam." This place is full of demons. He is a king of demons, but he is in the garb of a Brahmin, mendicant. So he is telling, "Rakshasa nam ayam vasa." Here, a lot of demons live. Ghoranam kamarupinam, and in this dense forest, they take different forms. So why you are here? What brings you here? वरम माल्यम वरम भोज्यम वरम वस्त्रम च शोभने भर्तारम च वरम मन्ये त्वदयुक्तम असिते क्षण. He says, "O Sita, नेहम गच्छन्ति गंधर्वा न देवा न च किन्नरा राक्षसा नाम अयम वास कथम नु त्वम इह आगता." So what brings you here? Neither here Gandharva lives, nor God lives, nor Kinnara. This is the place of Rakshasas, demons. Rakshasa nam ayam vasa. Katham nu tvam iha agata. How do you come here? Kasikasya kutaschitta kim nimattam cha dandakan ekacharasi kalyani ghoran aksham sevitan. Who are you? Kasi. Kasya. Whose wife you are? Kasya. Kutaschitvam. From where have you come? Kim nimattam cha dandakan. And what is the purpose of coming to this Dandaka forest? Ekacharasi. You are alone here. Though he knows very well. In reality, who sees, but see, he purportedly he says, "Ekacharasi, you are alone here in this dense forest." Now, he says, "Baram malyam." Baram means something which is apt and good. So, you require Baram malyam, Baram bhojyam, Baram vastram cha shobhane. You require beautiful dress, beautiful food, beautiful place, and bhartaram cha baram mani. You also deserve a apt and good husband. So in a way, he tries to praise her and present himself, saying that you are alone here, you are not secure. So you don't deserve to be alone here. You need some better place where you can have a better house, better food, better dress to wear clothes, and a very good husband also. Now, Sita is not aware. Sita takes it in that since he is a Brahmana, and she would be praising her and asking in a natural way. So she offers him all the courtesy which in Indian tradition is done for a guest. And in all these slokas, iyam risi brahmana kamam asya idam cha padyam pratigrhitam iti idam cha siddham banajata uttamam todartham griham upabhujyatam. So she says that, "O Brahman, come and sit here. Take this asan, take this seat, asyam idam cha padyam pratigrhitam iti, and I am offering you water with which you can wash your face and hand. And then food is also ready, and you can take those food, you can accept that." So she is still thinking, I mean, with all her innocence, Sita believes that Brahman has come who shall be offered courtesy which he deserves. Now, Ravana has a different essence. Ravana is seeing Sita offering him these courtesy, but prasaiha tasya aharane dhritam manam samarpyati asvatam vadhaya Ravana. Ravana in his mind, he feels prasaiya tasya aharane, that he will steal Sita by force. Prasaya means by force here. However, Sita, while she is offering this courtesy, she is still thinking about her husband and her brother-in-law. Tatah suvesham vigyagatam patim pratikshmana salakshanam tata. She is pratikshmana. Pratikshmana means she is waiting for her pati means husband and Lakshmanam who will come with Lakshmana. And she is looking towards the way where Lakshmana and Rama has gone. Vivikshmana haritam dadarsa. Tan mahat banam naivatu Rama Lakshmana. However, she is not finding Rama and Lakshmana there. What she sees is greenery only. Now, Ravana has asked so many questions, which we discussed in the previous slide, that who she is, from where has he come, who is her husband. So Sita is not very interested, but she feels that the person who has come is a saint, is a mendicant, and he is a Brahmana, means knowledgeable person. If I don't, and he's a guest also, so if I don't reply back, don't give answers to his questions, then he may feel bad and he may curse me. Brahmanascha atityam. He is a Brahmana and atithi. I am anukto hi sapetamam. If I don't say, anukta means I don't reply back, maybe he will, sapet means he will curse mam to me. Iti dhyatva muhurtam tu Sita bachanam avit. Bringing this fact in the mind, Sita replies back to Rama. Now Sita tells about herself. There are a lot of sloks. I have picked up few only because of time constraint. She tells, Duhita Janakasyaham. I am the daughter. Duhita means daughter. Janak is his father. Janakasya Duhita Aham. Maithilasya Mahatmana. Maithili is nothing but Janakasya. She addresses Sita Nam Asmi. My name is Sita and Rama Bharya Aham. I am wife of, Bharya means wife of Rama. And then she goes on describing that Usitva Dada Sama Ikshvakunam Nivesane. I stayed about 12 years. Dwadas means 12. Ikshvakunam, the lineage of Ikshvaku. In their palaces, I stayed there comfortably. Bhunjana Manushya Bhoga Sarva Kama Samriddhani. I enjoyed all the comforts for 12 years. However, then she describes how Kaikeyi, her mother-in-law, asked for a boon from Dasratha. The whole story is narrated till her exile. And then she tells about her Ram while describing it, the characteristic of his husband. Dadyat na pratighihnat asatyam bruyan cha nanditam. Etad brahmana ramasya dhruvam vratam anuttamam. She describes Rama in different way, but this sloks summarizes what Rama is. Dadyatna. He gives, but doesn't take anything from him. Means he always offers help. He's not looking for help or any material desire, material things from others. Satyam bruyat. He speaks truth. Satyam means truth. Bruyat means to speak. Cha nanritam. Satyam bruyat na cha nanitam. Nanitam means untruth. He never speaks lie. He always speaks truth. Dhruvam pratam anuttapam. Dhruvam means somebody who keeps his word. Bratam anuttamam. Nobody can matches him. If he has given a word, then he will stand by it. He tells it in the context of having given the word to Kaikeyi that he will move towards forest for 14 years. So this is the characteristic of Rama she describes to Ravana while giving her own details. She also describes Lakshmana, and I have taken two slokas here just to highlight certain fact that when in earlier episode you would see she was very angry on Lakshmana. That was only because she was worried about her husband. But after few moments only, when Ravana encounters her in the guise of a Brahmana, she is not angry with Lakshmana anymore. She is the same loving sister-in-law. She says, Tasya bhrata tu daimatro Lakshmano nama biryavan. Lakshmano nama biryavan. Lakshmana brother. The Rama has a bhrata brother from Dvaimatro means from another mother. Sumitra, of course, here. Lakshmano nama biryavan, who has name of Lakshmana, but he is very mighty, very courageous, biryavan. Ramasya purasha vyagraha saihaya samare ariraha. This person, the brother of Rama, is a lion in the form of a Purushman. Vyagra means lion here. In fact, tiger in the form of a man. Samare ariraha, and he will destroy all the Ari, his enemies in summer, that is in a war. Sabhrata Lakshmano Nam Dharmachari Dridvrata. The Lakshmana is Dharmachari. He is of a righteous conduct. His conduct is always right. Dridvrata. And he also keeps his word. Avach Gachandan Anushapani Pravajant Mayasa. Both of these, my husband and my brother-in-law, they are moving in the forest with me. So she describes in detail how she came, who she is, whose daughter she is, and who is her husband. And the whole story she narrated, I'm not repeating it here. And in the end, she says that who is Ram, what character he has, and who is her brother-in-law, what characteristics he has. And all three have come to forest and they are staying there. Now you see, Sita also counter us. And this also gives a perspective of that time of society, Indian tradition. There is no wheel system. Here you can see a very beautiful panel taken from medieval period from Rajasthan, which is now depicted in a city known as Udaipur in Rajasthan, which is known as Baghore ki Haveli, the house of merchant known as Baghor. And this is a system through which people will be educated about different stories of Rama and Mahabharata. And in one of the panels, you can see that Ravana, who is actually disguised in his original form, is talking to Sita, having taken the form of a mendicant. So Sita now also asks, he's not wearing any veil, as would be, that will reflect also, indicate the position of women in the society. She is fearless, though she is alone. She asks that Brahmin, when he has asked certain questions, she is now also asking in a natural way. Sa tvam nam cha gotram cha. Sa tvam nam cha gotram cha kulam cha sakshvatattvata ekascha dandakarane kimartham charasi dvija. Dvija means Brahman. Charasi means you are moving. Kimartham means why. Ravana has earlier asked Sita, why are you staying alone here in this forest which is full of demons? Now Sita is asking that what is your name? Kah tvam nama, cha gotram ki, what is your lineage? And what do you do? And why is this Dandakaranle in this Dandak forest? Kimartham, why you are moving here, Brahmana? So she is also asking. And she has, women have every right to. Though Sita is not fearful, that shows her characteristic. At the same time, you also try to understand that a woman has the same status. It's not that she is feeling shy. She also asks, why you are here? It's the same kind of question she asks. Now Ravana tries to lure Sita. Of course, replying, he said, En vitratista loka deva surpannaga aham tu ramano nam site raksho ganeshwara. He replies, O Sita, Site, I mean, he's addressing, in Sanskrit you say like this, O Site, aham tu ramano nam, my name is Rama, raksho ganeshwara. I am the Lord of all the Ganeshwara. Raksh Ganeshwara means all the demons. I am the Lord of them. Ena vitrasita loka devasurpannaka. With whom all gods and other good intentioned people have been troubled with. Vitrasita means I have troubled them. They are fearful of me. And now she lures him. He lures him. Bahinam uttam strinam ahita nam itastatah sarvasamev bhadram te mamagramam mahishi bhava. He says that I have many wives and I have kidnapped them from here and there. Now you see the characteristic. This person, Ravana, he has taken the guise of a Brahmana, mendicant. But what is his characteristic? He doesn't respect women. He's saying, I have captured Ahirita Nam Itahatita from here and there, wherever I have saw beautiful women, I have captured them. Sarvasameva Bhadramte. Mamagram Mahishi. Mahishi means the main queen. In olden time, sometimes kings would have many wives, and some of the queen or one of the queen would be given more importance as compared to the other. So this character Ravana here, in the guise of a Brahmin, is telling that I have captured. Now he has introduced, he was cheating Sita, but now he introduced that I am Ravana, the lord of all the demons, who keep on troubling good intentional people, good people who perform good deeds, devas, pannaga, etc. And I have plenty of women as my wife, and you become the head wife of mine, head queen of mine. Then he describes about his capital. I have taken one slok here only. Lanka nama samudrasya mama madhye mahapuri. Samudra means ocean. Madhye means in the center. In the center of the ocean, I have my capital, Mahapuri. It's a big city. Puri means city, Maha means great city. In the center of the ocean, I have this capital of mine with the name Lanka. Sagarena parikshista nivista nagamurdhani. It is one of the best. Nagamurdhani means in all the cities, this is the best one, and it is covered all around by Sagara or by water, ocean. And then what he says, Tatra site maya sardam banesu biharasyasi na chasya avrane vasasya sprihasya sibhamini. She says, why you are, then you don't have to live in this aranya, in this forest. In that capital, the great capital of mine in Lanka, Tatra, there, maya sardam, with me, you roam here and there, means we will be roaming here and then enjoying comfortably. So he gives an offer to a lady who is alone. He knows very well that her husband and brother-in-law are away. So telling about himself, he tries to influence her. He thinks that maybe Sita will be influenced, who is alone, and when I will tell about my mighty kingdom, and that I am so powerful that everybody is fearful of me, and I have so many wives, so I can get you also. So initially he praises her beauty, and then now he is offering her that you come to Lanka and be comfortable and enjoy yourself. But this makes Sita very angry. Kupita Atmaja, Janakatmaja, that's how Valmiki describes her. Kupita Janakatmaja, the daughter of the Janak, becomes very angry. She gets enraged. And then she describes what she means for, what she is, who she is, and how she is connected with Rama. And I have taken some of the sloka, and you see in all the slokas, she talks about, she addresses herself as Ramam Anubrata. Somebody, Anubrata means somebody who is totally devoted to Ram with her mind, with her deed. So, in a nutshell, while describing in these slokas, she tells Ravana that I am fully dedicated to Ram. So, this lure of Ravana, who finds Sita alone, doesn't help. So she says, Mahagirim avakampyam mahindra sadrisham pratim mahodadim iva akshobhyam aham ramam anubrata. He is like Mahendra hill amongst the hills. Sarva lakshana sampanna. Sarva means all, lakshana means characteristics, sampanna means he bears that. He says Rama is full of all the characteristics which is possible in a man. Sarva lakshanam sampannam nyagrodha parimandalam, like a tree, mighty tree which shelters the birds and all other creatures. He is sarva lakshana sampannam satyasandam. Again, she tells him that he speaks only truth. Mahabhagamaham. It's my great fortune. Bhag means bhagya. Mahabhagamaham. Ramamanvata. I am dedicated to Rama. Mahabahum. He is very mighty. Mahoraskam Singha Vikrantagaminam. Nrishingha Singha Sasankam Ramamanvata. He is a mighty warrior. He is like a lion who roams here and all others are afraid of him. I am dedicated to that Ram. Purna Chandrananam Ramam Rajvatsam Jitendriyam Prithukirtim Mahatmanam Aham Ramam Anubrata. Oh Mahatmana, because Ravana is still in the garb of a mendicant. So she says, Oh Mahatmana, oh great person. Though she is angry, she is courteous to Ravana. Ramam is what? Jitendriyam. Now you see the characteristic of Rama. Who is Jitendriya? Jit Indriya means, Jit means somebody who has conquered. Indriya means senses, all the 10 senses, physical and mental. So Rama is one who has conquered all his senses and Prithuketim, and he has so much of fame which is spread everywhere. I am dedicated to Ram. So you see the comparison between Ram and Ravana doesn't have his senses in control. Wherever see beautiful lady, he himself boasts that I have captured them from here and there. And here Sita says that who is Ram? Ram speaks truth. He doesn't cheat like you are doing. And he has all the senses in control. So I have a husband who is ideal in all form. He has all the good qualities, Sarva Lakshana Sampannam. He speaks truth and he is very, very mighty warrior, very brave, and he's like a lion amongst men. And she tells Ravana how difficult it is for you to have ill intention towards me. Tvam punah jambuk singing mamaikshasi sudurlabham naham sakya tvayam spastum adityasya prabhayatha. Sita now understand that this person doesn't have good intention, which he has already expressed. So she says, Tvam punah, O gentleman, you are like a jackal, jambuk, you are like a jackal, and I am a lioness. Don't feel that I am alone here. So I'll be afraid. I am a lioness. Aham singhi. Mamaikshis sudurlabham. You desire me Mam means me. Ikshasi means you want to have me. It is very difficult. Sudurlabham. How difficult it is? Valmiki describes it many ways. He has poetical mastery. He describes it many ways. But one slok here, which is Naham Sakya Toya, you cannot. Naham, you cannot take me. Sakya, you cannot take me. Toya means by you. Sprastum Adityasya Prabhayata. In the same manner as the light of sun cannot be captured. You can see it, but you cannot capture. In the same way, O Jackal, you boast yourself to be a powerful king of demons. You cannot have me. And then she again describes in different way how difficult it is for Ravana to have ill intention towards her and to have a bad desire. And she describes in all these. Earlier, she tells herself as Ramam Anubrata, means one who is dedicated to Rama. Here, she also describes herself as Raghavasya Priyam Bharyam. Raghav is Ram, Priyam is lovely, beloved, Bharya means wife, somebody who is beloved to Rama. So she says, Tvam ikchasi Ravana, you desire the beloved wife of Ram. It is very difficult. Akshisuchya pramidjasi juhiya lekchita suram. Means you are trying to pick a needle through your eyelid. And with your tongue, you want to pick up a knife. It is as difficult as that. Surya Chandra Masaucho Ubho Pandibhyam Hartum Mikchasi. You want to pick both sun and moon. Surya Chandra Asau. Both Surya, I mean that is sun, and the moon. Padibhyam Hartum Mikchasi. You want to capture both sun and moon, which is impossible. So it is as difficult as this to have desire on Sita, who is so much dear to Rama. Agnim prajalvitum drishtva vastrena ahartum mikchasiji. You want to capture fire with cloth. Ayo mukhanam sulanam agre charitum mikchasi. And you want to walk on the tip of a weapon. So Sita tries to deter Ramana, first telling how dedicated she is towards Ram, and then she tells that she is the beloved wife of Rama, and it is very, very difficult, as Valmiki describes through her in different way. Now Sita also compares Rama with Ravana. She says, Yadantaram Singha Srigalayo Bane, Yadantaram Syandanika Samudrayo, Suragraya Sovidakayo Adantaram, Tadantaram Vaitavaraghavasya. Just as Yadantaram means, as is the difference between Singh means lion, Srigal means jackal. In a forest, as is the difference between a lion and a jackal, between a ditch, Sendinika, and an ocean, and Sovirakayo Adantaram Suragre, and between a sweet drink and a very sour drink, that kind is the difference between you, Tava, and Raghavasya Cha. Cha means and. Between you and Rama, such is the difference, which is between a jackal, that is Srigalio, and a Singh, that is lion, between Samudrayo and Sendinika, between a ditch, a small hole, and the whole ocean, and a sweet drink and a sour drink. Kanchana Sisalayodantaram Chandanavari Pankayo Hasti Bidalayo Bane Dasarathai Tabayo. See, address Rama as a Dasarath also, the son of Dasarath. Very rarely used. Generally, Raghava is the word used. Here, Dasaratha is used for Rama. So, between Rama and this, the same is as is between Chandan is a very uh, um, with a very good fragrance. This is a wood piece which be used in worshipping. Between that and mud, between Hasti Bidal, between a cat and an elephant. So she goes on describing the difference between these both of you. She chits Ravana. There is no comparison between Rama and you. तस्मिन् सहस्राक्षस संप्रभावे रामे स्थिते कार्मुक बाण पाणौ हितापिते हम न जरा गमिष्ये वज्रम यथा मक्षिका अवगीर्णम. She says, now she has this inkling that maybe he will try to kidnap, because he has boasted that he has kidnapped women from here and there. So she says, Ritapi, even if you capture me, you won't be able to keep me in the same way as a mosquito makchika. It cannot swallow ghee, a clarified butter. So she still chits Ramana, telling all the contrast between his husband, her husband, and the Ravana. But Ravana is still, because his mind is full of lust, he's a lecherous fellow, so he again tries to tell Sita about his own power. And he said, Yes, Deva, Gandharva, Pichasa, Gorga, Bidravanti, Bhayad, Bita, Mrityu Hariva Sada Praja. My own citizen fear me of like death. So see the difference. He's not saying that because of his good deed, people love him. His citizen fear him like death. Niskampa tarvo nadyascha stimitat koka bhavanti yatra yatraham tistham vichrami. Wherever I sit and move, even the trees, they become very quiet. The water of the river would stop. I mean, he is saying now, all good things he had forgotten. Now he is telling that how fearful he is. So he is trying to instill fear in Sita. And he tells, Rama is just a man. Ramasya manusasya gatayusa. He is a very limited life. He is living here. Angulyan na samo Ramo. He says, Angulyan means in my fingers. Na samo Rama. Ram will not even fit into my fingers. Mama yuddhe samanusa. Where is the comparison in yuddhe, means war, with this man, manusa, tau bhagena sampraptame. Because of your good faith, I have come here, bhajas varvarnini, you choose me as an husband. So she tells about all his bad things, how his own citizen fear him like death, how even tree and water will stop in river, and leaves will stop in the forest, and Rama is a mere mortal, a man who cannot withstand him in the war. And it is Sita's good fortune that he himself has come, of course, cheating. So this is what he is trying. I'll just finish quickly. Now Sita again becomes very angry, and she said that you are durbuddhi and ajitendriya. You don't have control over your senses, ajitendriya, and you are of evil mind, durbuddhi. So with that, I would end. So you see the contrast between the dialogue. Ravana, who boasts himself to be very powerful, but he comes in a disguise, an ill-intentioned person, when a woman is alone. Okay, thank you very much, Aditya.
Actually, we will do a part 2 of this one because there is a lot of content here, and people need to see that the beauty of these shlokas, because each every word of Valmiki Ramayana is a window to a different world altogether. Culture, tradition, science, everything combined. And the science is explained in such a beautiful way, connecting with the human. Nowadays the science has become like a ruksha, like a dry, like black and white. Like yesterday I was there on some flat earther versus round earther debate, and I was shocked the kind of abusive language were the round earthers using. I mean, there is no need for that. And I know that the American culture is like you have to abuse and drop the F bombs all the time, and that's how you start making a point. And I had to go away from that conference. I mean, I was in a live show, and I had to leave. They invited me to speak on, give a Vedic perspective to the entire thing, and I said I cannot talk in such audience because everyone is having beer, they're having cigar. I cannot talk in such audience because the details of science are closely linked to your if your mind is not balanced, if your intelligence is not stable, how can you be like, and I'm not in the business of proving myself right in any situation. But the Valmiki Ramayana describes the entire science in such a human way that anybody who can understand those words will immediately connect with these great people. I will also tell viewers that the Ramayana is mentioned in four places. In Mahabharata, it is mentioned four times. In Bhagavad Puran, it is one time. Vishnu Puran, it is one chapter dedicated to that. So there are multiple places. So when you read Valmiki Ramayana, you can also take views from all these different versions, and you will find one thing. There is not a single thing anyone is digressing from the topic of Valmiki. Like same facts mentioned everywhere. Like not a single difference. And even though the details may be less, Valmiki Ramayana has more details. So thank you, Rajeshji. Very favorite topic. Unfortunately, today we have to wrap up, but we'll do the part two of the same show because there are a lot of things left over there, and we'll continue with that discussion. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Pleasure always.